The sun's reflection on the Puget Sound is one thing, but the light beaming from the Amazon spheres is quite another spectacle. The neighborhood known as Amazonia, home to 45,000 employees working in 38 different buildings. The company's presence in downtown Seattle, injecting $38 billion into the local economy since 2010.
The energy about a place, feeling like you've got momentum is almost like the way that I would put it, right? It feels like Seattle's going up, like there's momentum here, like you're getting in, even if you're not at the ground floor, right? You're getting in on a place that's getting better, that's growing around you.
Seattle resident Eric Olinsky, a millennial like most Amazonians, but hardly the techie. Olinsky, a chef, moving from the East Coast a few years ago after college. By some estimates, the greater Seattle area welcoming more than 1,000 new residents every week, twice the rate of Wake County.
As a millennial, I want to be where things are happening. I don't want that sort of quiet suburban lifestyle. That's not what I'm looking for.
For many native Seattleites, though, a quiet lifestyle defines the Pacific Northwest experience.
I also don't think that the advantages have come to the people of Seattle. It's not the people of Seattle I know that work at Amazon, who grew up in Seattle, that work at Amazon and have these high-paying jobs. These are people that they import and they bring them here from other states or other countries, and they have all the high-paying jobs and they drive up the rents, and the people that actually grew up in Seattle are really left behind in a lot of ways.
The I-Team speaking with several families in Magnolia, a suburb about 5 miles north of downtown. Allison McLean and Carrie McManus, childhood friends who worry they'll be pushed way out of town because of the skyrocketing cost of living.
Well, if you have kids and you have pets and you want, that's just like the American dream, right? To have like a nice, spacious house where you can go out in your backyard and like have a barbecue or let your kids run around.
That's the quality of life that you had growing up here. Mm-hmm. And you worry for your own children that they won't have
that. They won't have that. Yeah.
Amazon may be one factor, but Seattle's short supply of new construction doesn't help either. The median home price in Seattle, $830,000, and the numbers in the county aren't far behind. The overall market is growing at a faster pace than most of the country. The space issue, that's not something familiar to Raleigh. We don't have a harbor, we don't have a sound, we don't have an ocean to limit the growth. Instead, of course, we just have land and Raleigh can expand. But what might sound familiar is something else that's going on in Seattle. They have a lot of people moving in from a nearby city, San Francisco, where the housing market is double what it is here. So they're moving here to find something more affordable. And it's not just homes. Seattle School Board President Leslie Harris telling the I-Team Seattle's growth has led to a capacity crisis in classrooms, while the high cost of living poses its own challenge to hiring more teachers.
You tell them it's a beautiful city. You tell them that we welcome them, that we value them, but you have to put money behind that.
Harris offering this advice to Raleigh business leaders making the pitch to Amazon.
When you make your deal with Amazon, make it with support. That means make sure your Amazon employees are mentoring your students. Make sure that they are partnering with you with grants or pilot programs of things that work. Make sure that your partner is in the process.
It's important to mention this too, and that is in the state of Washington, there is no state income tax like we have here in North Carolina. So funding for schools, an entirely different model. Still, rising home prices, overcrowded schools, that's something already happening here in Wake County. So tomorrow on ABC11.com, the I-Team looking ahead. If Amazon does choose Raleigh, can our infrastructure handle it? For the I-Team, Jonah Kaplan, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.